It's official. We have lost. Netflix has won the battle of the password sharing crackdown because they made it so password sharing was against their TOS, and they made people make new accounts and their subscriptions went up, which is pretty unfortunate. Because not only did Netflix make this terrible policy that nobody liked, Netflix as a whole has just gotten a lot worse. If you like a show on Netflix, you will never see it again probably because they cancel everything. They'll also take IPs, ruin them, and then never do anything with them again. Like Record of Ragnarok is a great manga that has beautiful manga art, but they ruined that anime. It's so bad. And I don't understand how you mess up an anime where it's like humans fighting gods. Like, how do you mess that up? The whole premise is amazing. Like, are you telling me you don't want to see Adam from Adam and Eve fighting Zeus? And then they released the anime, and guess what? It is a PowerPoint presentation. It is so bad. They took one of the best concepts you could ever come up with and ruined it. But unfortunately, Netflix stock went up and their subscriptions went up, even though I think that website has only gotten worse in the last, like, I don't know, 5 years. And this is especially bad because the fact that the password sharing crackdown worked means that more companies are going to do it. Like Hulu's probably going to do it. Crunchyroll's probably going to do it. HBO Max is probably going to do it. Or I guess Max, because HBO is also incompetent. And the guy who runs HBO now really loves Discover, and he doesn't want to give up Discover. That is honestly one of the dumbest things to have ever occurred, because the CEO of HBO Max renamed it to Max, but initially wanted to rename it to Discover Plus or something. And he literally just has an ego problem and doesn't want to admit that Discovery Plus sucks and nobody likes it. Like, HBO Max was the king, and then they canceled every show that was good. All because the new CEO was like, actually, I really like Discovery Plus. We should keep doing Discovery Plus. But since this worked out for Netflix, every company is probably going to follow suit, let's be honest. Because why wouldn't they? If Netflix can get away with it when they're already like not viewed very favorably at all, why wouldn't other companies try it? I mean, if I was a company that did streaming services and I had no soul or compassion for people, I would do the same thing. It's kind of obvious if it worked for Netflix, it's probably going to work for you because people don't want the inconvenience of even needing to torrent stuff, I guess. I mean, personally, pirating stuff I don't recommend doing for legal reasons, but it's not a terrible option. And personally, I have unsubscribed from every single streaming service besides YouTube Premium, which isn't really a streaming service. And I think Crunchyroll I still have is being active, but that's because I am a weeb. But I have my own issues with Crunchyroll too, like how the website still sucks. And it's missing basic features like not being able to skip intros, which is very important for anime, okay? They all have intros and they're all like 3 minutes long. I want to watch it one time if I like it and then move on and watch the show, okay? I am a binger. If I get into a show, I'm finishing it. Anime's like 3 to 4 hours long total. It's not that big of a time sink if I'm already done with everything for the day. But the Netflix sign-up increase was actually like a massive increase. It was doubled. It was 102% increase compared to the prior 60-day average before they did the password crackdowns. So it was kind of a really big success, which really sucks. Why'd you guys have to buy it, dude? Why? I canceled it. I did my part. What are you guys doing? This is also, unfortunately, a pretty common trend with companies in general now. People have gotten really bad at like protesting and not buying things. I don't really know what happened. Like, I feel like there's nothing a company can do that will stop people from paying for stuff. Like, even with the Reddit protests recently, it's not over yet. But if these subreddits stop protesting within a 48-hour time period, it's useless. And it's like, they don't even make money from subreddits. They work for free. Like, why would you guys cap your protest at 48 hours? It's not like you're losing money. If you want to protest Reddit changes, actually protest them. Don't be like, hey, Reddit, just so you know, we're going to take a small break for 48 hours. You'll be back to normal after that. I hope majority of the subreddits never go back until Reddit reverts their changes because they do have the control here. They do have the power here. Reddit has given a lot of power to subreddits if they work together because they moderate their website, and like Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and all of them have to pay for that. So Reddit already has a good deal. So if they just leverage that, they'd be fine. But no, you guys said 48 hours. Why? Why? Please, just do it indefinitely. And then microtransactions in games, I feel like they just gotten way worse over time and we just kind of accept it and buy stuff. I was really okay with microtransactions when it was like in free-to-play games. I was fine with that because it's like the game's already free, but it's really annoying to buy a full-price game and then get microtransactions that aren't even a real DLC. in the game. Like, I think Call of Duty is probably the biggest offender of this, and I wouldn't mind if the game was free, as I said. But it's the fact that I'm already paying for this game. You want more of my money. Just give me the skins. Let me unlock them naturally, okay? I know for a fact the skins are in this like 180 gig download, okay? I know they're on my computer somewhere, but I'm actually surprised this Netflix password crackdown worked, to be honest, because I figured younger people were the ones that were using Netflix the most anyways, and they're probably more tech savvy than the older people who use Netflix and would just cancel and then pirate stuff. And then also a lot of older people still use cable TV. It's still a thing, unfortunately. So I actually assumed that it would work, but like I was way off the mark with that assumption because it did not at all. And Netflix has only gotten worse. They cancel every show you like. They'll never renew it again. They take IPs and ruin them so you'll never see them again. Like, I don't know why people like Netflix so much. I think it's just because it's like the name brand kind of thing, like Kleenex, for example. Like, you don't say you want a tissue, you say you want Kleenex because that's just what we do. It's the same thing with Google. You say you're gonna Google something. You don't say you're gonna Bing it. So maybe that's why Netflix like didn't have issues with it. Maybe they're kind of like immovable in that regard. But I don't know. It kind of sucks because you know for a fact there's a business meeting in every single streaming service right now being like, okay guys, so Netflix did it, it worked, when are we gonna do it? And I don't even share passwords. This doesn't affect me at all if I still had my subscription. It's more of the principle of they want more money while their service has only gotten worse. If Netflix was still top tier and they still had every show you can imagine on their website, and they actually made shows to their conclusion and didn't hype you up for a show and then rug pull you, and were truly making really, really good original content and not just barfing onto their website to get you content, I don't think I would have an issue with this. But it's the fact that Netflix has gone downhill year after year, and they still want more of your money. Like, Netflix has like what, 4 good shows or something? Like, really, what do they have on Netflix that's actually worth watching? Maybe I'm just picky, but like a lot of the shows you see on Netflix are just barf. It's terrible. Like, it literally gives you brain damage to watch half of their catalog. And they also lost all of the Disney movies because Disney has Disney Plus now. And you know, HBO took their stuff to HBO Max or Max now. So it's like they've lost a lot of their catalog. The shows they make, they either get canceled and they're good or they're just terrible. And now they want more of your money. And I also have other issues with Netflix, like the fact that I can't force resolution. Like, you'll pay for 4K and then during peak hours, it'll be like, well, our servers are under stress, so here's 1080p for you. I already paid for 4K. Figure it out, dude. It's not my problem. Even YouTube lets me force resolution for free. And before anyone in the comments tells me that like, oh, my internet's just slow, it's not Netflix, I have gigabit, okay? I have 1,000 down. It is not me that is the problem. If it does that, if it lowers my resolution, I check my speed. It is always well above 700. It is not a me problem. It is a Netflix problem. But that's just the thoughts of a rambling man. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter @Spattens1. Click the end screen to check out more of my content and have a good one.